Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, full one in best of one headwear acquired. But yeah, I'm trying to put on the show, or at least the face of the show, for DreamHack Dallas, so that you guys who are going to DreamHack Dallas, which is coming up June 3rd through 5th, will be able to find me. I'm the one looking this freaking weird, at least a good amount of the time. I don't know if I can wear the sunglasses all day, but we're gonna give it the try. Yeah, look for the headband. Some would say the cringy headband of the boy who watched too much Karate Kid. I say it's just awesome. You can also look for sweet Naruto shirts. I'll wear this one. I'll try to. Anyway, today, GRIXIS Vampires. Possibly the most breakout deck from the Streets of New Capenna Championship, the standard tournament that happened recently. GRIXIS Vampires, as a best of 3 list, really focused on a card that we didn't see much in standard before, which was Evelyn the Covetous. And Evelyn is a card I've been messing around with a lot in Commander and a lot in Brawl. And here and there, we've played some fun Evelyn lists. I had basically a Rakdos control type list with Evelyn a few weeks back. This particular deck goes all the way into Grixis because there are some sweet blue cards to pair as well. Probably the most standout one is Corpse Appraiser. For a blue, a black, and a red, this 3/3 can exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If a card is put into exile this way, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Sweet bit of card advantage on 3 mana 3/3, assuming you can find a creature to exile. Of course, the favorite target is Tenacious Underdog. So the Channel Fireball team actually adopted this deck, those are really good players who really know what they're doing. Gabriel Nassif was playing this deck for sure, I remember. And Mike Segrist got 4th place in the tournament running this list all the way into the top 8. So it definitely had some legs in the mid-range meta. That said, a mid-range deck made to outgrind and outvalue other mid-range decks is exactly the type of dangerous trap for people who want to get really hyped about something like Grixis, and they grab the deck and they play it in best of one, and bad things start to happen very quickly. So this is definitely the kind of deck that scares me, as it can be a very, very clunky deck to play. Evelyn's a sweet card. This 2/5 flash is an absolute hard, difficult card to deal with. I mean, Mythic Massacres and Vanishing Verses, for example, have a very hard time getting up there and actually getting this card off the board. And Voltage Surge, and literally Voltage Surge can't do it. Voltage Surge, like I said in the last video, was kind of the breakout removal spell of the event, and there are 4 copies here, but it doesn't get rid of Evelyn. So you can create this card advantage snowball of I play Evelyn, hits a vampire, play a Corpse Appraiser, triggers Evelyn, also gets to look at 3 more cards, grab another vampire, trigger Evelyn again, and on it goes. Also want to just shout out the land count. There are 26 lands in the deck. So, not quite the 27 that I'm all about right now, and maybe that'll be a best of 1 ism, but we'll see how the mana holds up under the scrutiny of best of 1 Mythic ladder gameplay. The sideboard is intact. If you are playing best of 1, clear the sideboard, add the lesson cards, because you are playing with Evelyn, who can steal learn spells like Professor of some blah 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 from the opponent, then play them. When you do, you're gonna love having a lesson in your sideboard to fetch. But right now, they're not there because this deck is designed for best of 3. I'm leaving the sideboard intact for those of you who enjoy best of 3, so that you can grab this deck right here and run out and play it if that's what you want to do. Watching this deck in action in the coverage was really fun because it was amazing at grinding out games, and there were a lot of very, very close, tight mid-range battles where every little decision mattered, and all of the little one-ups seemed to come up because you dig through so much of your deck. That's why having 1 Spell Pierce, 1 Duress, 1 Ray of Enfeeblement can be good. Also, Ray of Enfeeblement in the main. Was I right or was I right? Anyway, you gotta kill Rafine. That's really what's pushed that over the top. I was playing it in my best of one decks before Streets of New Capenna came out, but the reason it's correct now is because you hit Rafine, not because a bunch of pros watch my channel and adopt my sweet best of one technology. That's not how that works. I steal from them. They don't care about me. Anyway, excited to try out GRIXIS Vampires. Nervous to try out GRIXIS Vampires. I got a bad feeling that this one is gonna be a clunker, because that's what happens every time I grab a GRIXIS mid-range pile from a best of 3 tournament and try it in best of 1. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Hey guys, it's me. It's Jenny G again. Just chilling here in my backyard. And I must admit, I am pleased with the subscription so far. So I'm gonna thank the newest members of Jin's Minions by reading some comments. We must quench Jin's thirst. Well, it's not the only thing we need to quench. Unsubscribe, Jenny G, I promise. Yes, like this. I think I may have wet myself laughing. How'd you know I like it wet? I'm scared of meme lord Jin Taxus. Please play pragmatic. It's prismatic, okay? Prismatic. 130 cards. If I find you, I'm going to complete you. Long-time watcher, never subscriber, until now. Welcome to Jin's Minions, pleb. You smell like cheese. Anyway, feed my hunger. 169, 420. Jin G out.
All right. On the draw, 2 lands, 2 removal spells, even a Spell Pierce. All right. Should be able to fend off the opponent for a minute. And we get a mirror. And an opponent playing in full control mode. Sweet. Just what I was looking for with my one of Ray of Enfeeblement in the opener. Spell Pierce isn't good against them either, unless they quite specifically have Fable. So, I'm going to leave this Spell Pierce up for the Fable. Or the Kaito. And I'm playing the tap land intentionally, because I don't want them to play around Jawari. Thank you. Feels good. It might be a mirror. It really might be a mirror. I think we go ninja there. We could discard the Ray, but we should have a chance to do that next turn. We also can discard it to blood later, too. Strangle the token and leave the Kaito and play another Fable. Okay. We must have another Strangle, right?
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Kill that. Wish I could have had a Blood Tide Harvester out earlier, but I think hitting that first Fable with the Spell Pierce was worth it. Of course, they had 2. It's going to be hard to beat 2 Fables. 2 Fables on the draw. Yeah, I thought about that too. For some reason, I didn't think they were a Grixis Goldspan Dragon deck. But, man, they just have it all.
I'm used to being uninvited.
No land drop. That sounds like my day. On the bright side, we can do this. And we can try to hit that land drop. And fail. Could try again. I don't think it's worth it, because this leaves the chance to kill another Goldspan Dragon with this Harvester. And they are down to 2 cards, so at some point maybe they run low, but the fact they played this probably means they like their 2 cards. I don't know. try to kill it. So what do they have? We saw them discard a Jwari, so we should care about that. And also having this ready to kill another gold span is probably a good idea. Even though it's not the greatest play I've ever made. Just trying to wait for land number 5. I don't know. Ah, Tainted Indulgence, too. What is this deck? GRIXIS pile of cards. Tainted Indulgence isn't bad. Vampires, when you have an Evelyn... Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Did they also find a removal, or are they playing this into the Harvester anyway? 16. Yeah, of course. Okay, so the blood tokens aren't good now. We need an adversary and a land drop to voltage surge that dragon. So I guess I'll pitch. And am I pitching Evelyn? The point of the deck, or the Sorin? I think I'm pitching the Sorin. Well, I guess we're pitching Evelyn, because if we don't hit the land, Sorin's like the only play we have next turn. We hit the land. Let's hope they don't have a Jwari, huh? Okay. We only have one card left. Nonsense has to stop somewhere. Watch it be Invoke Despair. Successful Despair Invoke. I think I need cards. I gotta have them. Oh look, land. We missed that 5th land drop, and it ended up like it's probably gonna cost us the game, but then we hit the next 4 in a row. They pass. Why? Hullbreaker Horror? Sure could use that 1 duress, huh? Well, I don't want to pay life for cards too much more, do I? I have the underdog. Okay. Hit. I think it's time to make creatures.
You fight for me now.
And an Evelyn would be a good card there, but we had to discard it. Fable. Okay. Okay, Mauling's the card. Indulgence. Trying to rip Despair. And maybe Galvanic Iteration too. Goldspan Dragon in that deck too. How many 5-drops can you play? Apparently the answer is all of them. Kaito. Okay, not the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
I'll do it myself. It's like your defenses aren't even there.
3 cards. Grasp. And Grasp. Can't believe I'm flashing back Ray in this matchup, but here we are. Getting rid of that ninja, so that the opponent doesn't get to your draw off Kaito. I'll make another 2/3. Life total's too low, and I want to be able to keep using underdog, and I have 2 grasps in my hand. We just can't plus Sorin and pay any life. Okay. Another dragon. Let's see if they have the Jwari. Gotta take our shot. Man. Every beat. They gave us a little bit of hope there in the mid-game when they ran down to one card. Or no, after the Invoke Despair when they didn't do anything, but they've never actually been missing a beat, have they?
I know something you don't know.
They still have 10 mana here for their Invoke Despair. Black, I wonder. You really don't have to do it this way. You can just slam the Galvanic Iteration and the Invoke Despair. It's fine. Yep, thank you, Matchmaker, for another just absolutely wrecking me. Let's go with duress. Alright, Blood Chiefs, there's Kaido. I guess we'll take out Kaido. I mean, we can get them down to nothing again. But why? They'll just draw another Invoke Despair, right? Still gonna try. We gotta try.
I learned what I need.
Don't give up. It may sound like complaining, but it's fighting. It's like I say these things out loud to acknowledge them, and then we fight. Evelyn. Do we play Fable here, or do we play Evelyn? It's a tough call, actually. I think I'm gonna play Evelyn. And try to hit their Invoke Despair. In that case, I'm gonna play out the lounge. We're gonna need mana to cast all these sweet spells we're gonna have for one turn cycle. Resolves. Our own Fable. And play this hook and start draining. Holding it for a dragon doesn't make much sense right now, does it? I think I have to try to kill him before they draw a good card. I think that's what we have to do here. If they had burned down the house, they would have cast it. So, this is a top deck. They might have a few sorcery speed removal spells like Strangle and stuff, but... oh my. I mean, I'm hoping it's just Blood Chiefs Thirst, you know? I mean, at least they take 3. Underdog can drop them to 2. We need 2 points of damage somehow. Another underdog would do it. Oh wait, it wouldn't. We would die. Surge. Do we have an artifact? We don't. So without an artifact, it doesn't kill a dragon. So I think we're supposed to get rid of it. Why not? Another Fable, huh? Go to 2. Drop opponent to 2. 2 to 2. We get the draw. Do we have a chance? Gain 1 life. on the play with good lands. All right. We'll have a game without mana issue, maybe. Maybe. You don't want to jump to conclusions. But this looks like a very good hand. I mean, do we save this for a Righteous Valkyrie? We're definitely going to play Fable. Then what if we can't even attack the next turn? But if we don't play this now, I'm not sure when we play it. That's the problem I have. So yeah, I guess we'll just go for it. Alright, Fable, fix all my problems. I've got problems. I need to solve them. The creature making meat hooks better is a kind of a good way to do it too. What do I discard? I guess we'll see what the opponent plays. Yeah, so they're like, well, do I play my Valkyrie? Do I play my Giada? Do I play a Vanishing Verse? And what should I target? So they've got a good hand with a lot of options here. Okay, Valkyrie it is. One of these Evelyns can go. How about the Kaido? Card advantage is important. If the opponent blocks here, we can meat hook. I guess that's okay. Kaido, though, isn't going to be great the rest of the time, is it? If they don't block, what are we doing? I guess playing Evelyn. So yeah, I don't need Kaido. What you got? Got a block. I think we just hook them away. Keep that Valkyrie from happening. That is one of the ways they run away with the game for sure. We've got a Grasp in the graveyard, so Bloodthirsty Adversary is an excellent draw. Yeah, there's a lot of ways this could go good from here. Retribution. Surge takes care of it. Beautiful. But not if we play Evelyn. Actually, let's Corpse Appraise first. Might change the play. You never know. Another Fable, another land drop, another land drop. Easy Fable. Hit it. And now the Reflection Corpse Appraiser thing is threatening. I expect this to get Vanishing Burst. The opponent probably had that option on turn 2 and they put it off. But that might make their curve really tough, and they might not be able to give an Angel double strike if they don't make one here. Yep. Good. Good, good, good. That did ruin their curve. So, get Evelyn down or get Fable Blood Tithe down? Fable Blood Tithe, we just need one more blood token to kill another Angel. Also kills a Giada, but they don't have one or they would have played it. I'm thinking Evelyn. They're probably going to make a 4/4. They might have another Valkyrie. Okay, they do have a Giada now, so they just drew that, I think. So what's the rest of their hand? Maybe another Vanishing Verse. Vanishing Verse, Emiria's Call? We'll go with that. they don't have a way to stop me, do they? All right, so we can Corpse Appraise and Hive and Harvest and exile a lot of cards. They might have another Ganjo or a Wandering Emperor. That's a bit of a long shot. Wandering Emperor, though, is a problem. Let's see if we can find that one of Duress. That would save us a lot of thinking. There it is. And I think it's worth it there. Could have run my Evelyn into a Wandering Emperor.
Run away.
Nice.
You'll be safer.
Now, if they're smart, they don't activate it. Because if they activate it, then I attack it. Okay. First strike till end of turn's powerful, though.
Strike hard.
And it plussed, and it's Liza. Liza's tough. Alright, so I can take 2 loyalty off this Wandering Emperor, but then it can just minus again and kill me, so I think I just pass. We have our own Liza. I didn't even realize. My own computer kicked into overdrive during that. Opponent's having a tough time with this. I mean, is there a world where you don't play Liza here? It's so strong. That's what I thought. They slammed it so hard, it just about shut my computer down. It overheated so hard.
We've got the edge
Okay.
of this fight.
How do we find removal? Hook for 4. Hook for 5. I mean, I guess we could attack the Wandering Emperor with the Corpse Appraisers, and they probably block. If we hook for 5, we lose our Evelyn. Lose access to these sweet cards, but their board is getting close to getting away from us. I guess they get the Giada back. Harvester can take that out. I think we're better off playing Harvester, though, because then maybe next turn we can sack, make one of these smaller, and keep our Evelyn. Let's see what cards we get. We are taking a lot of damage. Oh, Voltage Surge, huh? So they block here. Emperor takes 3. Emperor can exile. That Voltage Surge is face-up information. You can also play it on their turn and play something from here on our turn. So, like, hit our land drop. Yeah, I think that's the way. Get ready for maybe a huge Meat Hook Massacre. You can cast it with any color mana because it was exiled by Evelyn, which is nice. It will come back because of Liza. If I had played my Liza, it would have been exiled, but I don't know. Would have been down to mana, wouldn't have had the Harvester, wouldn't have had the Blood Token. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough. We gotta figure out how to get rid of this Liza, and the best way is to play my own so that she gets exiled. I'll see what the opponent does here. They don't have a Vigilant attack. They would have to commit.
Strike fast and
But
strike hard.
okay, they're good. They're good with being aggressive. They're down with that, which means Wandering Emperor is probably about to bite it. They're still sitting on priority. I'm guessing this is an Amiria's call. Tenacious Underdog. We can discard that safely, I think. Kaido. Alright, play our own Liza. Right? Get her. That was your whole plan, huh? Get her. They don't want their creatures to get exiled to this Liza, right? Alright, she
See you
dead.
later.
Am I dead? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's a hive. They have a cheap removal that actually gets Liza. We're in big trouble. If we hook for 1, kill their Overseer for good, then they kill this, they have 8. They would still need to be able to power up the hive to get in, and we wouldn't die. But I don't think that's worth it. Because if this lives another turn, then Hook could just fix everything. And another 1/1 I don't think matters, so.
There's no
There, land?
secret I can't uncover.
Land for opponent. Is this a Myria's call? A Vanishing Verse waiting for a good target? Maybe. Tough game. I'm really just hoping to find a way to get rid of this. Solve a lot of our problems. I would love to get rid of it without losing my board. I think I just take it. I think I just take it. $30-5. Man. Okay, they do have a Myria's Call. And those are 7/7s. Can I get the job done? I think I can with the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy. Easy does it. And everything gets exiled, right? If I attack with this first, it would be bad. Is there anything that should attack first? We have a hook now. They might not block it. Do I care if these get exiled? Not really. They might take some damage. No, their stuff is indestructible because this is a non-angel card. So. And they might also forget that the blocks don't help them against Liza because of the exile, but that's their own card. They should remember. Okay, we got some blocks. Go to 24. We're not gonna get any life off this meat hook, I realize. Wait, plus I think. Thus, but what can you do? Okay, they might put us on 2 with the hive. And then we gotta figure out how to stop a menace and a flyer. Because they still have a Giada. But hey, that's been there before. We gotta draw something relevant. That's not relevant. That's not relevant.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Okay then. I mean, I guess if I knew the top 3 were going to be lands, maybe I'd have done things different. Ooh, okay. Things are not breaking my way in the trenches right now. Opponent goes first. 2 lands. It's the old nightmare. You gotta keep it, especially with a Xander's Lounge. But man, recipe for disaster. And you know it. You know it. How's your faith in magic today? Are you gonna draw? You gonna draw what you need? Our opponent goes to 5. They start on an escort, which isn't much of a card, to be honest. On its own, it doesn't do much. And we have an exile effect as well, but we don't have double black. White green, huh? What are you? What am I doing? I thought that was untapped, and I have no idea why. I've been playing too much Commander. Too many check lands. Okay. Kodama the West Tree. Still don't have another black. Alright, man, hopefully Spell Pierce will get us through this. Spell Pierce will not get us through this. Okay, next try. Could play out another 2/2. Do they have another Brutal? They mold to 5. Come on now. Spell Pierce is going to help me here. They're going to have to play Wandering Emperor. Okay. That could be worse. It's another not that good card. There's our double black. Okay. Let's figure this out. Harvest the Cathar. Yeah. Harvest the Cathar. Transfer the Kodama. They're left with a 1/1 and a 1/1. I like it. Wish I had an enchantment, but the enchantment would be Mythic Massacre. And then all my problems wouldn't be problems. And this also sets up Bloodthirsty Adversary for next turn. And leaves up Spell Pierce. Because who knows? Surely they have Wandering Emperor or something in this deck. Something spell pierceable. Nighttime acquired. How to play it. Sorin Chill. Sorin and Chill.
Vengeance.
I think having a little lifelinker against a deck that obviously wishes it could be the beatdown is a good idea. So we kept a 2-lander, and this time we curved out to 6. Magic's a funny thing. Curved out to 7. Easy. Curved out to 8. Easy. Oh my goodness. I know, we could withhold information, but since we end up discarding lands a lot, I want the lands that do the most things. Beat him down? We have lifelink now. I guess so. Like, we won't miss the underdog if the opponent wants to trade. There she is. Found her. All right, the Shambler has an escort. Underdog goes down, but we got rid of the escort. We can play this 3/3. Might also find us another good card. Okay, we were going to curve out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to curve out to 12 from a 2-lander. Is that actually 12 lands in a row? Chat? Comments? Look it up. You tell me. It couldn't be 12 in a row, I guess, for sure, because 2 of them were in our opening hand. But, I mean, that's a lot of land in a row right there, right? Still holding the adversary. I want max value. I want max adversary value. I want max Kaido value. I want it all.
I won't let Kamigawa fill my family again. I know something you
Don't think they have too many ways to deal with these flyers.
My own army.
So we'll keep making them. It's an avalanche of value versus a shambling, a swarm shambler that won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Broker's Ascendancy. Ah, this one counter tribal. Age-old classic standard strategy. That's a meat hook. And that's a meat hook. I guess we gotta get through it.
You wish to know
We're gonna
my
hook this board.
secrets? Very
They
well.
block like this and this. We'd still need to hook for 3. What do we have down there? Soul Transfer. I mean, I guess we could get the Shambler. I really wanted multiple things to target, but it's just the Soul Transfer. Alright. Then we'll underdog. And we'll hook for 0. Maybe the opponent will remove some counters to deal with it. I'm just going to try to beat them to death around their stuff with lifelink in the air. I'm going to tempt them into attacking the Sorin. And just be killing them. Just get them dead.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Man, where were all these lands? It's kind of insane. Where were all these lands when we went for game after game without hitting land drop 3 in the part of the video that should go unmentioned, but some things are hard to keep to yourself when you're having a bad time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Actually reasonable since we've been through half our deck. It just feels, it hits different. Right, they attacked the planeswalkers, they got them.
You caught me.
They're gonna kill the Fable, I guess? One, 2, 1, 2. All right, decline then. We don't want to target one of these, it'll make a 1/1. So, I guess I'm going to choose return. I can choose both, but we don't want to target one of these. The Shambler will trigger, and we have lethal if we play this right. Soren, you've been a good one. Come home. And we finish them? Yes, we finished them. They moved to 5. Feel kind of bad for them. It's just, Magic is funny. We go first. We go first. We have Tron. Okay. Tron being the 3 lands in the 3 colors that we need. Kind of cheating. Don't you wish you had pathways in Tron? But they were Tron lands. The people who play Tron know what I'm talking about. Yeah, here they come again. Here they come again. Well, we know we need red. Gotta find some removal for this hand. They're gonna be coming fast and furious. Boros. Boros burn. Start giving them decisions right away on whether or not to kill the creature or our face. They're going for the creature. We might have a Sunrise Cavalier to grow the Initiate next turn. That would be really bad for us, but we have to play this Fable. Gotta get it down. And then we gotta turn some of these cards into real cards, like Kaido. Kaido, you get trampled to death in this matchup. Haste and trample, they laugh at you. Alright, Meat Hook is on the menu. We would love a Meat Hook. Kaido, do we get rid of you? We might not have another play, depending on what we hit here. So I guess it's like this. No hook. 2 Kaidos. That's not best case scenario, not even close. Alright, we do it again. Because we gotta discard these Kaidos next turn. Opponent says easy, but we're still in hook, like we're still in hook territory. We're hanging in there. But we still haven't found even a removal spell, which is tilting. Right, there is a Tenacious Underdog in our graveyard for the Corpse Appraiser, so we can safely discard the Kaidos and still have a target for a Corpse Appraiser. We hit Soul Transfer. We don't have an artifact. If we hold out, we might hit one, but if we use it now, we can flash it back with the adversary. Or we can have a 3/3 on the field that we can copy with Reflection. But they might leave Reflection alone. Still, hitting the Brutal Cathars isn't that good. So would we Soul Transfer the Hopeful? Probably. Leave 2 mana unused? No. Nah, I hate that. I hate that a lot. Alright, so we go red. We're left with double red for the turn, so we really want to hit a Voltage Surge. Okay. 3 lands it is. Magic is hard. So now we have 12 lands. 12 lands out of 18. Oof. And stuff gets real really fast. If they do that, I can trade with the Elijah. Okay. Six health. Ray of Enfeeblement. What a draw. What a draw. But is the damage done? How are we going to gain life? We need a Meat Hook that we can't seem to draw. I guess they could go land Den. We do need to close, but hey, it is what it is. I was supposed to soul transfer that turn, I guess. What else was I? That's rough. That's rough. All right, gotta draw a meat hook. Or something that gains life. Corpse Appraiser. We get another look. We're definitely about to take over this game. But man, that Corpse Appraiser hitting triple land was just not it, man. Was not it. I'm sure they have a burn. Always have another burn. There's Sorin. Too slow. Left myself dead on board. Too frustrating, man. It's too frustrating. Hey! I guess the rank is supposed to be a consolation. Oof. And we are back for the post-game wraps. You don't need to see the stats. I showed the 4 games I played. 1 and 3... not the way I usually like to share a video, but I got myself into a bind, you know. I'm reviewing these decks and I'm trying to find their flaws so I can talk about them for best of one. And sometimes you just play a deck and you get dunked on and it's like, okay, the fears about the mid-range deck built to beat other mid-range decks in the aggro meta were founded. I definitely think I could have played a little better. I didn't have my best day, and the losses were close, and there were a lot of decisions. So we're going to keep them. I don't cut those kind of losses. It's just very rare. In fact, try to find it. Maybe the Jund deck that I played, that was also a tournament list where I just like was stuck on 2 lands for like 3 of the 4 games or something. It's hard to find a video where I go 1 and 3. So it's always like when I'm putting those out, I'm like, are people just going to turn this off? Are they going to hate it? But it's a pretty honest take on the deck. And obviously, if the games had been Mana Screws or Bloodbaths, they wouldn't be interesting, but they were close. We were so close. I felt like I was a card away, game after game. So what do we take away from the deck? How can we adapt it to best of one with what we've learned? First of all, the one-ofs that are good against control, I don't know if this deck has a solid edge against other blue decks without them. So it's hard to cut them because that is one of the calling cards of GRIXIS. This is the kind of disruption that GRIXIS does better than other decks. So if you cut it from the deck and go pure anti-aggro, maybe load up on Meat Hook Massacres or burn down the house, right? Stuff like that. Then when you do get into those matchups that GRIXIS is supposed to be decent in, you won't be. You won't have what it takes to succeed. So it's really hard to make those cuts. I actually loved the one-ofs. When I saw the list online, I was like, ooh, that's going to be a sweet one. And the Infernal Grasps, 2 I think is a reasonable number. The deck does have some life gain in a Sorin and 2 Meat Hooks, but not a ton. So it's really hard from the games that we played to figure out the cut. Like the Soul Transfer is another card that's like absolute grind lord and an exile effect in a deck that otherwise lacks it, and cutting it doesn't sound good to me either. Kaido Shizuki. Kaido. Is this a card that belongs? I mean, do 3 copies belong? Is this the place that we could trim to get a little bit more? I don't know. What does the deck need? I really do honestly want like the Hagra Mauling or something for the 27th land just to make sure we hit the land drops. I really want the 3rd Evelyn. This card, when you played it and actually got it cooking, felt very good. Corpse Appraiser. Man, sometimes this card was just 3 mana, 3/3. Pretty rough to get excited about that. Also, like I said, clunky, tough curve, too many 3-drops. So that's why I'm really looking to cut maybe 1 Corpse Appraiser, 2 Kaido Shizukis, and find a way to be a little more stable early or get on the move a little earlier. Maybe like 2 copies of Expressive Iteration are better for grinding than all these Corpse Appraisers and all these Kaido Shizukis. And then maybe for surviving, another copy or 2 of the Meat Hook Massacre. It's hard to go wrong with 3 to 4 copies of Meat Hook Massacre in standard best of one right now. It is the kind of comeback mechanism that really can get you out of a lot of tight spots. I also sort of want one more removal or tempo spell that isn't Infernal Grasp because the life loss can be intense. Some people are gonna hate on this because once upon a time on the ArenaCraft podcast, I trashed on this card, but I said it was the wrong time in the meta. It's definitely coming back now. The meta is much more tempo and there are tokens everywhere. The card is Fading Hope. I actually think a copy of Fading Hope in this deck could be very useful. You could bounce back your Evelyn, bounce back your Corpse Appraiser, bounce back your Harvester, bounce back your Adversary in matchups where you need to target your own thing. But against an opponent just coming after you, getting a little bit of tempo so that you can push through into the later stage of the game could be huge. So I want one Hagra Mauling. I want one Fading Hope. I want 2 Mythic Massacres. The cards I'm most sus on are the Corpse Appraisers and the Kaitos because the curve is really high. And if you want to get really bold, maybe one of the Spell Pierces or Duresses. But I don't like losing what makes Grixis good when it's good. Okay. I've done my best to review the deck after taking my lumps. Let me know if you stayed till the end. I'd appreciate it because the biggest thing that hits me in the analytics on these videos is when you lose too much, and especially if I don't look like I'm having fun while I'm losing. Heaven forbid! People don't often stay till the end. So if you stayed till the end, you're a real one. Thank you very much. You are indeed cool.